Hey there TRW crew, Matt Vasallo here with the Rhinestoneworld.com. So this video tutorial on the TRW Stone Wizard is going to go over our hatch fill option here. So the hatch fill, what that's going to do, it's going to do an inside hatch fill depending on your angle. So let's grab a square here. And we're just going to do a normal 5x5 around there, 4x5 square. And I'm going to select a color here. Now if you select this and you select a color from in here, it's going to turn that box that color. So that's also an option for you too. But what we're going to do is we're going to select a color for our rhinestones here, and we're going to make them, let's say, emerald. And I just want to click on that. If our degree is set to 0 and we click hatch fill, it's going to make a perfect horizontal hatch fill. So that's our hatch fill button there. Now what we can also do, let's go back a little bit. We can also change this angle. So let's say we want this to be a 90-degree angle and a hatch fill. And then you can see now the lines are going up and down. Also have the option of going at an angle, say 45 degrees. Now if you do go 45 degrees, you want to change your spacing a little bit here. And you can go 45 degrees, 20 degrees, whatever you want. But again, there's a nice hatch fill at an angle right there. So many different options with the hatch fill feature. But some very cool options that you can do with the hatch fill is, watch this. Let's say you wanted to do some big numbers on the back of a shirt, and let's say you just want to do the number 25. So I'm going to make this large here. I'm going to go to my fonts, and let's say I want to use my college black font here. And I want to make those, let's say, I don't know, 5.5 inches tall. So 5.5 inches tall, we're going to go a horizontal hatch fill, which is straight across, and we're going to stick with our emerald, and we're going to put our spacing back to a 0.14 and do a hatch fill, and look how nicely that comes out. Very, very, very easy, very cool looking. If I pulled that out of the way and compared them next to each other, if I look at this design here, there is not one thing that I need to edit on this 2.5. So I just made this custom 25 in a matter of one click with our horizontal hatch fill. Now I'll show you it with a 90-degree vertical hatch fill just to show you what the difference is. And you're going to see little differences, not much at all. But for example, let's see where we're seeing the main difference here. Maybe at the angle of the 5 there, a little bit. Looks like it got a little bit more stones in on the horizontal hatch fill. Rounding still looks the same, but I mean it's pretty much similar on this one. And depending when you get fonts with different curvatures and everything, you'll want to play with whether you're going to do the horizontal or hatch fill to do the fill part of it. Now even if you wanted to do it on a smaller design, so I wanted to pull this down to a 3-inch tall, and we're going to put this, let's say, on a sleeve. So 3 inches by 4 inches, and we did our hatch fill. You can see it's still going to do that nicely even on a smaller design like that for a number 25. So very cool. And then what we could also do is if we wanted to highlight all of those right there and just add one stone to each of them, see how easy that was? Just add one stone to each and tightens up that spacing a little bit if you wanted to. So very cool feature with the TRW Stone Wizard or hatch fill. We'll show you many more options with this in future videos, but this is just a quick tutorial to show you what the hatch fill button does. So if you do have any questions, make sure to give us a call. Number is 941-755-1696. Again, this is Matt with the Rhinestoneworld.com, and you guys have a great day.